certainly an emotional moment for me to be standing here next to the banner that proclaims the name of Habib Tanvir. It was a friendship and comradeship of over 35 years with him that I cherished and from which I learned incessantly. Habib was forever a teacher and a player. He always prided himself in the fact that he was a teacher. And he narrated to us once a story, a very interesting story of walking into a friend's house. And the friend was trying to teach his 5-year-old son how to count. And he was teaching him 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And the son was resisting. He didn't like to be taught and to be kind of straight-jacketed in that system. So he was protesting and he was crying and he was throwing his hands about. And the father was trying to catch him vigorously and hold him down and teach him. When Habib walked into this house, this whole drama was going on. And Habib said, "Nahi, nahi, 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 aise thodi padhate hain." There's other ways of doing this. So he took the child in his hand and he walked him up and down. And he said, "Oh, dekho bachcha, wo phool kaisa, oh, dekho chidiya." And then he suddenly looked up at the ceiling, which was a tiled ceiling with ballis and rafters and all that. And he said, "Dekho mujhe, kitni balliyan hai, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the child looks at him suspiciously and says, "Uncle, मैं समझ गया, आप मुझे सिखा रहे हैं." So Habib said, that was one of the greatest lessons I learned early in my life. And I decided I will not do theatre in such a way that somebody will say, "Acha, aap hame sikha rahe." And that I think was a great sort of aspects of Habib's work. He was of course a communicator par excellence and was constantly on the lookout for devices in language, gesture, song and movement to reach out to his readership and his audiences, and to transform learning into fun and to transmit a radical consciousness without tears. Habib's brand of political theatre was never strident. He held informed and scathing views on socio-political issues of the time, but always sought a witty route to commenting on them. Rather than diatribe and direct redress, he sought satire, sarcasm, and ellipsis in language to expose the lies and hypocrisies of bourgeois society. Habib was ever bubbling with humor and ready playfulness and possessed the magic wand to transform serious critical political work to sustained play and amusement. Which is why the violent attacks on his plays by fundamentalist organizations during the last decade of his life constituted an interesting response. On the one hand, it suggested that through all the gentleness and ostensible suggestiveness of his playmaking strategy, the sharpness of his critique was registered and beginning to pinch. On the other hand, it was also a barometer of the troubling times, particularly the post-Babri Masjid demolition period, which unleashed a new form of street mob censorship and attack on the arts, which of course is now continuing, now escalating. We are seeing more and more production of that kind of street criticism, which the state of course caves into, the law and order machinery caves into, and it becomes like a generic form. And it's not very clear. I don't think social or political analysts are going to be easily able to analyze which direction this is going to go. But it seems like all art production today, whether it's literary, visual or performative, will also have to engage with the idea of street criticism. An idea that probably didn't exist even 20 years ago, but today it's very much in our consciousness. So whether artists will have to practice self-censorship is something that they'll have to think about seriously. And if not, then what will be the preparedness for engaging with this form of response, which of course constitutes another aspect of the relation between the arts and violence.